Hey everybody, it's Dad's Free Time Game Reviews, where I review the games that I play when no one needs me. Today's game is the original Red Dead Revolver. Red Dead Revolver follows a biracial gunslinger named Red as he travels the Wild West looking for a man who killed his Caucasian dad and Native American mother, which is why his name is Red. Anyway, as a kid, Red and his family were living in the middle of nowhere when Red's dad came back from an expedition excited because his partner and he staked a claim on a land rich with gold. They's gonna be rich. Thank goodness Red's dad has a completely trustworthy friend who would never sell him out in a million years, right? So Red's father's partner, Griff, almost immediately came to kill Red and his whole family. But one person escaped alive to be the best accountant the world has ever seen. Just kidding. I know you're asking, how come Griff didn't just kill Red's dad when they found the gold in the first place? Well, because that's where the story gets interesting. Everything about this game screams spaghetti western, from the groovy gunslinger lone guitar music to the dusty boots on Red as he goes from mountains to ghost towns looking for these bounties. The gameplay is fun too. The game is what I call a strafe and gun game, in which you don't spend too much time actually aiming the reticle, but you spend a lot of time strafing left and right and pushing the fire button when the reticle is on a person's face. The old Max Payne was like this. In tight spaces when you can't strafe too well, you have to use a duck and cover system. Using your rifle and zoom to get a good headshot off from a distance is satisfying since every headshot kill makes a baddie's head pop off. Red has a rifle, revolver, knife, and dynamite at his disposal. He can reload his dynamite, buy new guns, or repair one of the old ones in the gun shop. The very first gun shop you run into has a knife, and you need to purchase that knife. I missed the knife, and it was never in the shops again, so I had to melee using straight up punches and pimp slaps, although the pimp slaps were fun. There are also other stores in the town, like the bar or the clothing shop, that you can use to buy things that used to belong to dead people. But really you're buying characters for the multiplayer, which is actually pretty fun. And this is coming from somebody who doesn't even like multiplayer. The game also introduces a Deadeye mode that was also in Red Dead Redemption. Red can use his Deadeye mode to slow down time to a crawl like a shot of adrenaline to the face. Then he can move the reticle around and hit as many crucial spots on his target as possible. The Deadeye mode is also used in the quick draw events. The quick draw events are where you have to draw your gun faster than another person who's trying to kill you. This is the most complex part of the game because you have to bide your time waiting for the reticle to go from yellow to red because red is the only way that you can actually kill the person. Also, at the same time, you need to aim your reticle, which is hard to control, at the person's face. But it's actually kind of specific and very difficult at the end of the game. I mean, very difficult. Like, I have absolutely no idea how I won the quick draw events towards the end, other than sheer luck and perseverance. During the game, they give you side missions where you play as a lady named Annie Stokes, a man named Jack Swift, and an Indian named Shadow Wolf, and a black dude named Buffalo Soldier because it's more important to tell you that he's from New York than give him an actual name. But to be fair, I'm pretty sure they did that with real westerns too. Oh good, look guys, it's Random Black Guy. That's another gun we can add to our posse. Anyway, these characters use different weapons almost entirely. Annie exclusively uses the rifle, Jack exclusively dual wields revolvers, Buffalo Soldier uses the rifle, and Shadow uses his arrows. Shadow Wolf uses stealth throughout his whole level, which was pretty fun and a good change of pace. Red has a section for stealth too, but it's actually pretty bad. With Shadow Wolf, he has a bow and arrow and it's very quiet, so he can get people from a distance. But Red only uses knives to stealth, but no close-up animations, not even one. So you can kind of creep around with Red, but you would have to throw the knives using the reticle at somebody's head. And that's not fun at all. Fortunately, that section was mercifully short. Now that all that is said, let's go ahead and get into this rant. The end of the game was frustrating as balls. Without spoiling too much, Red finds the man who set up the hit on his father, and he goes to the man's mansion to kill him. But this man pretty much has an army of servants with guns ready to fight. Thank goodness you have Jack Swift and Annie Stokes with you, right? Wrong. The AI on these two is pretty bad. Annie Stokes was programmed to go to the top of a gazebo out in the open and try to shoot people with the rifle. She died, like 3 times, which leads me to a big old game over. The 4th time I had to run in all kamikaze and shoot people before they shoot her so I can move along with the game. In the 2nd section, Jack Swift uses a lockpick to pick the front of the door of the mansion, and I have to keep the army off him all by myself. Actually, Annie Stokes is on the balcony shooting down trying to help me, but she's killing like 1 person for every 10 that I smoke. They should have never gave that chick a gun if they were gonna make her suck at it. This section I had a huge problem with. Red collects guns from the fallen soldiers. So in this section, you have killed like 30 people and picked up their guns, which a lot of them are different. But there aren't a lot of bullets in the guns that you pick up. So what happens is you start to develop a big inventory of guns that have no bullets, and you have to hunt through the inventory to find guns that do have bullets while an army of bad guys are trying to kill you and Jack Swift. After you got in a mansion, the health power-ups started to get scarce. There was also no place to hide and not a lot of big rooms. So this game just went from being an open area strafe and shoot to an enclosed duck and cover area. Not only that, but the bad guys know how to use duck and cover as well. And they can aim abnormally well, and you are guaranteed to get hit pretty much every time. Not only that, but your AI partners keep stealing all of the cover and leaving you out in the open. So you have to do weird things like try to make cover out of an open door that is at a weird angle, or run in and out of a room like a crazy person, like some sort of Wild West version of Peekaboo. Where when I died previously in the game, I wasn't as frustrated because I was up to the challenge. These sections frustrated me to the utmost because they were taking my skills away. I mean, it took away my ability to use guns efficiently by giving me about 1 million of them with no bullets. It took away my ability to freely move by putting me in a very small area. They took away my ability to use duck and cover by having the artificial intelligence steal all the cover I can use. And then they put a lengthy distance between the checkpoints and took away the frequency of the health power-ups. That crap is just mean, man. I mean, it just frustrated me to the point where I didn't even want to play the game ever again. It was like riding a roller coaster that you really enjoyed, and then when you get out at the end of the roller coaster, the attendant slaps you in the face so hard you stumble a bit. Then he informs you that this is how the ride ends every time. I seriously don't mind when a challenge is amped up a little bit at the end. I actually expect it, and I'm a little let down if they don't do it. But to take my skills away and then amp up the challenge as well? What jerks! Maybe they got close to the end and realized that the game was actually pretty short and wanted to extend the life of the game by making it abnormally hard. But to tell you the truth, I would have actually preferred it if they didn't do that. I finished it in an afternoon anyway. I wish they would have done something that would inspire an extra playthrough and not this crap. Because this type of crap right here is why I probably won't play the game again in a very long time. I probably will just watch my own Let's Play again. Anyway, that's all I got. If this game is a game that interests you, then go ahead and buy it. If you want to see more footage of the game, I have a Let's Play of the game on this very channel. If you enjoyed the cover art and wanted to see a speed paint of it, I have that on Crafty Acuity YouTube channel. If you've ever hit the thumbs up on any of my videos, thank you very much. You help me a lot. And obviously, if you want to see more videos like these, then please subscribe. So everybody have a nice week, and I'll see you on the next Dad's Free Time Game Reviews. Peace.